and everything was going so f***ing well.
Yeah. Siege. Riley. Taz. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, this you fake a lawyer.
Alright, we're here in Oklahoma for the Oklahoma Gravel Growler. I'm Chris Schroeder. I'm excited to be here. So we just drove 11 hours from Boulder, Colorado to get here last night in the Untamed Cycling van. Bit of a trip. Never even driven this van before, and then just do like 11-hour drive. So we're here at the St. Crispin corporate retreat camp. We just stayed in this like sweet lodge over here, and it was awesome. And this place is absolutely beautiful. I'm stoked to race tomorrow. A couple things we gotta do today. We're about to go over, check some things out, say hi to some people, do a little fun ride, a little Q&A, and then we eat and race. Let's get it started.
When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake a lawyer? Why no water? That the sign of baby pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed creeping. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come.
Okay.
So how's the ride?
It was fun. It was easy. Which is why it's a easy fun ride. We kind of gotta change and then skedaddle over to conference room to do a little chit chat. I don't think anyone's gonna show up because I'm not Ted King, but it'd be fun. And then we're gonna have dinner, and then we're gonna go to sleep, and then we wake up tomorrow and race. Pretty simple little equation of events. All right, set that up. Let's get it started. All right, so how did we get here? So my name is Christopher Schroeder, and I'm the owner and founder of the Untamed Cycling Academy. It's an interesting story as to how we got here and why we're here, because they do go hand in hand. In 2015, I earned my professional license in triathlon. Went on to race at the elite level for 5 years, and it was good. I loved it. I traveled the world and I saw great things, but my career just never was what I had always hoped it would be. I never really had the success racing that I had hoped for, and although I was getting better, it just wasn't, the progression wasn't there. And it was just, with that, my passion and love for it, although strong, just wasn't strong enough to kind of keep me in the sport. I was like, you know what, this is kind of a good point to just step away. So in 2020, I had the chance to race my first gravel event at the Oklahoma Gravel Growler. And I had a great race there, and I got a lot of traction, and then I was able to, at the Oklahoma Gravel Growler, I was introduced to Lauf Bikes and started a partnership, and it just kind of started helping to like reorient my life. I was able to focus more on cycling. You know, having a gravel bike was obviously a huge part of that. And then with the lack of triathlons, I was able to kind of take all the sponsors I had and introduce them to what life would be like having me only race gravel. Along with my partner, Brittany, you know, we were traveling these races, we're doing them together, and you could just kind of see this gap. You know, there's 300 people showing up to race, 250 of them are men, 50 are women. Where's the problem? So we thought, all right, the problem must be at the start. So that's what kind of led us together to think, all right, this summer, 2021, if you're in Boulder, Colorado, Brittany is gonna be hosting 5 different women's rides. Honestly, Brittany should be describing this. Brittany, take it over.
If you haven't figured out already, I'm Brittany. I'm really excited to be riding for Untamed this year. I think we have a lot of great things in store for the future, for the sport, and specifically for women. I come from a swimming background, transition triathlon, and cyclist. So I started swimming before I can even remember, basically. Swam all the way through college, and when I graduated and stopped swimming, I decided I was going to give triathlon a try. So I've been racing triathlon for 5 years now, at a pretty elite level. Last year, I did my first gravel race. One of the very first things I noticed was how many more women are racing triathlon than racing gravel. And in my second gravel race, same thing. It was mostly men, old men that could have probably been my dad. One of our goals this year is to really bring more awareness to the sport of gravel and cycling, especially for women, specifically women's rides for beginners. So these will be hosted in Boulder, where we live, also at races that we're at. They will be geared toward beginning riders, so gravel roads that you could ride on a road bike, to introduce more women to the sport, to support each other, and really just get more people excited about racing gravel. I'm really excited that I get to do this alongside Untamed because it's a team that believes in the same mission, and riding for Untamed, we get the same support, men and women. We all go to the same races, so they're really focused on equality as well.
So in the process of kind of setting up the team, I think something that we learned and just were prepared for was just all the minute details to getting kind of the athletes ready. Something that we kind of figured out and found, and as we want to develop, is a good bike fitter. So we were lucky enough to kind of stumble onto Caitlin Alexander, who's a doctor of physical therapy in Boulder, Colorado, and she was able to kind of walk us through and introduce us into proper bike fitting, especially for gravel. For an event that's 10 hours, it's crucial to have a proper bike fit. Another big kind of, we'll call it an asset development for the team this year, was the team van. Something that Brittany and I built over 6 weeks. It will not only benefit us this year, it will benefit the team going forward. But this team will not in any way represent what you see on the World Tour. There will be no pay discrepancy, there will be no support discrepancies. We had never done anything before this, we had barely finished any gravel races. So ultimately the decision was made that, look, we can't sign any other riders. It wouldn't be fair to the riders themselves, because we wouldn't be able to give them the support they needed for us to say, look, here's everything you need to do your job. Go do it now. So the goal is that we're going to continue to build the relationships we have, and going into 2021, around September, we're going to search for 4 more riders. 2 men, 2 women. Our firm, hard stance is that every single rider will be on the exact same salary, will be on the exact same equipment, and will have the exact same support at every race they go to, and support at all the races we go to. Our goal is just to be able to take it. You know, we're going to have the grassroots rides for women that have never ridden a bicycle before. We're going to have elite women crushing it, getting the absolutely the same packages as our men. It might not seem like much, but we ultimately just had to say, you know, we just want to do something. I don't know if we could do more, but we certainly could be doing less. And this is what we're going to try and do. And we just ate dinner after a full day of shooting video and content, because today was beautiful. We checked out some of the mountain bike trails here, got some sweet footage. We went for a fun ride with the community, met a lot of fun people. Then we went on, did a little roundtable Q&A, which was fun. Now we're just chilling in the hotel, I guess is the best way to put this place.
So, race day is
Be like 14
hours
Yeah.
until you race.
The nerves are flying. I am full on like nervous just to wake up tomorrow, because it looks like it's gonna be 34 degrees and raining. And it did not look like that until today. I didn't bring my wet leather clothing because I thought it wouldn't be so bad. So I've took in a trash bag, and I put armholes and a head hole in it. And I'm gonna wear this over my base layer and under my jersey and under my vest. And that's gonna be the name of the game tomorrow. Who gets hypothermia last wins the race. And tomorrow's gonna be a hard day. It's a hard course. And this is some legit gravel. Here, why don't I interview you?
I'm in the hot seat now. I'm really excited about it. I wasn't expecting to be in the bed of a truck, but I actually like that more. That does mean it's going to be colder, which I didn't pack too great for. I mean, I'm good.
Do you feel any pressure knowing that tomorrow your artistic filming will kind of tell the story of this race?
No.
Why don't you drink coffee?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I like juice.
Do you think you have a pretty good chance of winning?
Yeah, I'd say I have a pretty good chance. So we can get some of your perspective. What are you doing with the lights? Why are all the lights off?
It's for the video.
Oh.
We did last time.
All the pain and the struggle, through the dark clouds and the rain, made it worth all the trouble to feel the sun shining on me. This house is a jungle.
I don't.
I have a flat on my rear. And everything was going so well. Oh, no. There's nothing we can do for that, man.
Unless you put a thorn in there or something.
I don't know how I would have gotten a thorn. I mean, that's not good. Well, I attacked, started the winning move, was in the winning move and comfortable, and then the side of my tire decided to explode, freaking outwards. This is 3 DNFs in a row. This is ridiculous.
Wait till you get back and eat chili. Thank you guys.
Alright. Get in the back and get in front of
Very
me.
much.
We gotta fight for your place. I was born in the rubble, gonna keep on climbing. Ooh, for the people that said that I couldn't do it, I take every word, burn it like fluid. Just a red light running right through it. On the top of the mountain. Yeah, we fought our way up to the top of the mountain. Yeah, we never coming down from the top of the mountain.
Is that snow? It's snowing.
Hard.
The higher you get, the further the fall. I didn't come all this way for me to lose it. Ooh, for the people that said that I couldn't do it, I take every word, burn it like fluid. Just a red light running right through it. I do it. The top of the mountain.
Yes, Chris.
That got so miserable.
Yeah?
So after you guys left me for a while, my chain got so muddy that it wouldn't stay on anymore because there's so much
Too
mud.
much debris in
I
there.
got one of the crossing guard guys had like a thing. We were like scooping water out of a ditch.
Yep.
And we just poured it on there.
Jeez.
It was better after that point, but dude, it was so muddy. It was so rough.
That's kind of like the land run. You get so much debris on there that it's just sliding off.
So it was only 3
They
guys.
were probably about 8 miles ahead of you.
Yeah, it must have been crazy.
When we got to,
Well-
when you told us to leave you, they had to be 8 miles.
Well, I was thinking conservatively, I think conservatively 20 minutes was lost between the two
that's
flats.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like,
about, yeah,
and at
8
their
miles.
speed, 8 miles is probably about
Yep.
20 minutes.
Wow.
Which means that
Wow.
I would lose probably that much more time after.
Right. Right.
But you're thinking like 20, like it would have. I mean, you could have put the best cyclists in the world 20 minutes
And
against a
they're not gonna
group.
catch. No, not by yourself.
All right, it's the day after the race. Just nothing like waking up to that post-race hangover of the aches and pains and the why do I feel this here kind of vibe. So yesterday was the Oklahoma Gravel Growler. This was my second year at this event, and it was a doozy. I would say like this year compared to last year is 2 different races in every single to the word. But I absolutely love this race, and I love the people that put it on. And St. Crispin's was such a great place for them to host it. This place is awesome. It's really beautiful, and I like that this was a lot more of a gravel event than it was last year. I try to give them as much feedback as I can of like this year, obviously they had to cap it with COVID, but I really truly believe this event deserves to be up there as a marquee gravel event in the US calendar. And I really just want this race to break out and be known as a marquee event, which it deserves to be. I mean, they get heavy hitters here. We have an amazing course. It happens every year. They put it on. They deserve so much more for this event. And I hope to see more top guys come out. I hope to see more media. I would love to see this race on the pure gravel rankings and all that stuff. And it would just be great to have. So hopefully that kind of leads into it next year. But I'll definitely be here regardless because I love this event. Shout out to Dave. Dave, you're a freaking legend. Keep putting this event on, dude. This series for you guys is just us trying to just open the door and let you look in. We're gonna mess up, but we want you guys to see it. We might have some success and want you guys to see it. And we want you guys to follow our journey as we develop this team and as this team hopefully becomes something and something reputable. So that's why I'm here. Thank you guys for tuning in.